Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Rough start, but the Rangers secure that win. The series win, that is, in Baltimore. This is the roundup. What is going on, Ranger fans? How are we doing? Welcome to the Texas Rangers Roundup podcast. I'm RD. Late night last night with Strikeout Beer. We were having a lot of fun. Beers were flowing. Carried on to the backyard, some stogies, watched some or listened to some music, chilled, talked all night. So yeah, I'm fumbling a little bit with my words, but we'll get through it. We're going to, because what else are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, happy Thursday to you. Day off for the Rangers. They're traveling. They're heading back home. But let's go ahead and take a look at the 3 games in Baltimore. It looked crazy hot out there, but when they it's like when you hear like London, oh man, there's a heat wave going through London. It's like 81 degrees. Like, we're in Texas. It's 81 and, on Christmas some days or some years. So anyways, let's hop right into it. Obviously this series did not start off the way it was supposed to. It was ugly. Rangers game 1. They're in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. Orioles aren't doing that great this year. I mentioned it in the last stream. They were 34-44, I believe, when they entered this matchup. 5th in the AL East. Rangers were 4th in the AL East, or AL West, excuse me. They were 38-41. And game 1, Corbin gets out there. He's on the bump and just gets tore up. Rangers couldn't even they couldn't even respond. It was such an embarrassment. Orioles win 6-0. Rangers put up no runs on 3 hits, 3 effing hits. Orioles put up 6 runs on 11 hits. No errors in this game by either team. Rogers gets the win. He's 1-0 with a 1.62 ERA. Corbin gets his 7th loss of the season, 4.24 ERA. And yeah, nothing doing for the Rangers. Nothing at all. Orioles put up 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Tack on 1 more in the 7th. That's your ball game. And yeah, it was pretty much watching Jackson Holiday just go to town. I think he had 4 RBIs that night. All your top players. Your player of the game was Rogers. He's one of your top performers. Holiday was another top performer. Went 3 for 5, a homer, double, 4 RBIs, and a run. Laureano, 2 for 5, a double, a run. Orioles, they had the only homer of the night. Obviously, that's Holidays. They had 17 total bases versus the Rangers 3. No stolen bases by either team in this game. Orioles left 8 on versus the Rangers 3. And no errors, as I said, clean sheet there. But holy moly. I will say this. How about this? The Rangers only struck out 4 times. They were making contact, but buddy, Haggerty, Langford, and Garcia are the 3 that got the hits. Langford, Simeon, Garcia, and Shioka, the only 4 that struck out. So I don't know. It seems like Corbin always gets the short end of the stick when it comes to run support. It's like hit or miss. But yeah, that's just. I mean, he threw 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs. All 5 were earned. Excuse me. Had 6 strikeouts, and he did give up the homer to Holiday. Webb came in and threw an inning. He had a strikeout, didn't give up anything. Dunning came in for 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, a run, walked 2, struck out 2. He was so damn hot, his glasses were falling off his face. Like he was he was drenched. It looked like a hot, miserable, just muggy ass night out there. I felt bad for him. I really did. So tough stuff, especially you had a little bit of momentum. And it just seems like every time you put 1 step forward, you get 2 steps back. And here we are getting shut out against a bad Orioles team. I didn't want to dog him either. Like I was sitting there, I was like, we'd love to get the win, but a sweep is. I don't think it's out of the question, but obviously it was. Orioles, I don't know, they've had a rough year. I was like, "Don't sleep on them, though, because they've been good." Even Alan and I were talking about it, yesterday on Strikeout Beer. It was like, you know, how are the Orioles this bad? They're not a bad team. I was like, "I don't know, man. I just don't know." And, so anyways, yep, that's another loss for the Rangers. Let's turn the page, go to why did I say Saturday? Go to Tuesday. Yeah, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? What what a what am I talking about? Anyways, um, game 2, it went to extra innings. It was fun, Rangers end up getting the dude, Carter was flying around the bags. Anyways, 6-5, Rangers win in 10. Jackson gets his second win of the season. He's 2-4 with a 3.55 ERA. Dominguez gets his second loss of the season, 2-2 with a 3.41 ERA. Garcia gets his sixth save of the season, 2.97 ERA. Latz had a great night. I think he threw 6 innings. I'm pretty sure he had a no hitter going. Like through was it the 6th inning? And that's when they pulled him out because I think he put a couple on and then, trouble happened. But anyways, so Rangers put up 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and then obviously walked it off, or not walked it off because it's top of the 10th, but got the 6th run in the 10th. Orioles score all 5 of their runs in the 7th inning. Hell broke loose. Rangers put up 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Orioles 5 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. I'm sitting there watching the game. I'm like, man, Rangers looking good. They're up 3-0. Tack on one more in the 7th. I'm like, jackpot, baby. 4. Hit 4. Magic number. And yeah, pretty much they just decided to go ahead and start hitting homers. Like they're like, okay, well, that's fine. It's time to party. And I'd be damned if they didn't just tee off. Hell broke loose. I think it was a 3-run jam. And then that was Sanchez. I think Sanchez homered, and then who else? There was another Ramon Arias. He homered, then O'Hearn homered. You're just like, Jesus, man, what the hell's going on? I got so pissed and annoying. I was like, annoyed. I was like, man, this sucks. So I'm sitting there watching it, and then the Rangers fight back. It's like, okay, fine. And then I think the kids came over, so we're like, all right, let's go have some. They wanted some ice cream or yogurt or something like that, frozen yogurt or whatnot. So rolled over, rolled over to where it's at. Was sitting there listening to the game. And of course, I'm watching on my phone. I'm listening to the game when I'm in the car, and then get out. So I'm trying to like hang out with the kids, enjoy myself. But I'm sitting there watching this freaking Ranger game. I'm like, oh my god! But yeah, Carter, absolutely awesome. I think I have the audio here. Let's see if we can get the without an ad.
Imagine
All
an
right, so I'm going to
AI-powered
kill that
web-
for a second, and I'll talk just for a little bit longer because I do have a one that we got to look at for tomorrow. Anyways, Latz is your player of the game. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. They gave up a hit. Okay, here it comes. You want to hear what it sounds like? It's the name of the game. Ranger Sport Network.
Haggerty chops it second base. The throw comes to the plate. The tag, and they got him. Now the Rangers immediately throw up the hand.
Initial call is out. He's out.
Carter went down there as quickly as he could, dove in there. They're challenging it. That hand may have gotten in there.
Dude.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Yeah, baby.
So indeed.
Yeah, baby. And so that play at the plate, it's crazy because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, we don't win challenges. Any base running crap, it never goes the Rangers' way. And you're sitting there looking at it, and they're showing all these terrible angles. I'm like, they don't have a better angle than this? And so you're sitting there looking, I'm like, I think he got in. Remember like a couple of years ago when they were like, hey, you can't block the bag, can't block the plate, all this kind of stuff. Catcher had his knee, shin, and foot pretty much blocking the plate. But Carter gets in there, and you're like, he's safe. Yeah, that damn oven mitt is in there, baby. So anyways, they walk off, they win, or not walk it off, but they get the dub. As I was mentioning, last through 6 innings, gave up a hit, 2 earned runs, had 4 strikeouts. Sanchez, he went 1 for 3, a homer, walked, 3 RBIs and a run. And then Seager, he went 2 for 4, walked, 2 runs, and a stolen bag. 3 homers in this game, obviously all by the Orioles. Total bases, Orioles 13 versus the Rangers 11. Rangers had 5 stolen bases. I'm pretty sure that's the highest of the season versus the Orioles, none. Rangers left 12 on, Orioles left 3. The only error of the game was by the Orioles. So, but yeah, great pitching for Latz. That's always great to see, right? You get the bullpen guy in there. He was a starter at one point, and then make sure I got this thing on. Okay, there we go. Martin came in. He gave up 3 earned runs. He's the one that gave up the 3 homers. Milner came in for an inning and 2/3. He had a walk, 2 strikeouts. Jackson, He came in for an inning and a third, had a strikeout. Garcia for one inning, he had a strikeout as well. So Rangers struck out 10 times in this game. When you get to double digits, that just kind of starts sucking. But yeah, Seager and Carter, they both had 2 runs. They both had 2 hits. Carter did strike out 3 times though, which was bonkers. That's usually some Langford stuff. And speaking of Langford, he did strike out 3 times as well. They were the only 2 players that struck out 3 times. The other one, Seager had 1, Simeon had 1, Josh Young and Higashioka. Yeah, my God. But yeah, dramatic fashion, drama, extra innings, get the dub. You're like, oh my God, okay. Yeah, they're not going to get swept. You know that. And then you get to go into the rubber match where it's like, okay, you get DeGrom on the bump. You're like, let's get a series win in Baltimore on the road, baby. And they did just that. Absolutely dominated them. 7-0. Rangers get that dub. DeGrom gets his 8th win of the season, 2.08 ERA. Young gets his 2nd loss of the season, 7.11 ERA. Rangers put up 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Orioles, no runs on 1 hit. They hit the Orioles and no errors. Rangers come out the gate hot in the 2nd inning here. Well, score 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. And you know what? I got it right here. Josh Young, homer. It's his 8th of the year, courtesy of the Ranger Sports Network. This is the 4th inning.
So he's on with good speed in front of Young. Young drove in the Rangers' run in the 2nd inning, and that one is in the air out to right field. Carlson is back. That one has a chance. It is gone! Young sneaks it into the bleachers in right.
Yeah, baby. So, but the great hitting, great pitching. Obviously, DeGrom is your player of the game. He threw 7 innings, gave up no earned runs, had 7 strikeouts and 2 walks. Josh Young, 2 for 4, a homer, 3 RBIs and a run. Simeon, 3 for 4, a double RBI and a run. 17 total bases for the Rangers versus the Orioles. 1. Rangers had the only stolen base. They also had the only 2 homers of the game. I was trying to think about who hit the other one out. It was Jonah Heim in the 6th inning. That's right. Yeah, his 8th of the season as well. Rangers left 4 on, Orioles left 3. So, bing, bang, boom, shutout. The bats came to DeGrom did. I mean, I think he had a no hitter. What was it? I think he had a no hitter going into the 8th. Yeah. And of course they interviewed him about it. He says, "Dang it, I wanted it." Quote from there: DeGrom loses no hit bid in the 8th inning. Unfreaking believable domination. So it's what you want to see, really. Yeah, perfect. Webb came in for an inning, had a strikeout. Wynn came in for an inning, had a strikeout, and that was it. Done. Perfect. Love it. Love every minute of it. Now, not a whole lot of strikeouts on the Rangers. Rangers only struck out 5 times in this game. Garcia accounted for 2 of those, and then Seager, Haggerty, and Smith all struck out once as well. Simeon, again, 3 hits, 3 freaking hits and RBI. Young, 2 hits, 3 RBIs. Heim, 2 hits, 1 RBI. It's great stuff there. Azuna had a run and a walk as well. It's worth noting. Same with Haggerty. I like seeing those kids just fly around. Like Haggerty and Azuna, they're fun to watch. It's kind of like how when you were talking about Carter and Langford last year. So, I don't know. Good things. If they can keep winning series, there might be a chance. But just FYI, the Rangers are currently 4th in the AL West. They're 40-41 with a .494 win percentage. 7.5 games back on the Astros. 2 games back on the wild card. They're 5-5 in their last 10. 2-game winning streak. They're plus 18 on the run scored versus runs allowed. They're 23-16 at home, which is good news because they're about to be home. They're 17-25 away. Next game is tomorrow, June 27th versus Seattle. They're 19-24 against teams over 500. Now, the only reason they're behind right now, the Angels have lost 1 less game. So, Mariners are 41-38. That's who they're going to host a 3-game series for them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get your butt to the ballpark. I actually got offered tickets to go with a buddy of mine, and it's like, we got plans. We got to do this and that. I was like, dang it. I was not happy about that. So, but I mean, really, the Rangers are like, I don't know. It seems like the Mariners just haven't played a lot of games. They're 41-38. So, I mean, you're 1 win behind these teams, or you got the same amount of wins as the Angels, and then 1 win behind the Mariners. I mean, so you could be catapulted into 2nd place with just when they catch up, essentially. But yeah, Astros starting to take off. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They just really pissing me off. They're not good on the road, so we got that going for us. Anyways, we'll talk about the matchup here in a second because they haven't even listed there's only one probable pitcher, and I got good news for you. I also have bad news. Let's start with the bad news. Well, no. We'll start with the good news. John Gray, he's still expected to return late June. Good news, it's late June. He threw a bullpen session on June 25th at Camden Yards, expected to throw one or two more bullpens before discussions of rehab assignment or a return. That was updated yesterday, June 25th. And here's some extra good news. Nathan Eovaldi, he will start June 27th, tomorrow versus the Mariners. He threw about 50 plus pitches and 3 simulated innings of live batting practice on June 21st at PNC Park. So he's getting a nod. I will say this. I meant to lead with this with the bad news. Cody Bradford's out for the year. Yeah, he will undergo surgery. It was yesterday. Bradford's been stretching out, but experienced a setback in his rehab. The surgery will be performed by Dr. Keith Miser in Dallas. So yeah, he won't be able to return until next year, 2026. So there you go. There's your updates on injuries. Getting 2 back, losing 1. That sucks, but we get Eovaldi back on the bump here. Hey, that's no one's mentioned the starters except for Eovaldi for the next 3 games. So maybe I'll pop on tomorrow, go through that. And this will be a quick. We're not doing rankings or anything like that. Looking at pitching or hitting or whatever. We'll do that once a week. For the mid-week update, it'll just be straight to business. You know what I'm saying? So Friday 7:05 pitch. Saturday is a 3:05, and then Sunday's a 1:35. Only thing I have right now, Eovaldi's hitting it tomorrow. He's 4-3 with a 1.56 ERA, 73 strikeouts. I think Rocker might be the next guy up. It's got to be, right? Rocker or Leiter. Now, unless they're going to do a bullpen session again. But, Malley, he's on the 15-day IL still. John Gray, as they mentioned, he's on the IL. Bradford, he's done. So, healthy pitchers. DeGrom just pitched, so it's not him, obviously. But maybe Leiter, after Eovaldi. So, but it's between him and Rocker or the bullpen. We'll see how they play it. We'll see what Bochy says. But yeah, there you go. Now there is some promotional nights. Like tomorrow night is just a happy hour. 449 beers in the Budweiser Sky Porch until first pitch. Then Saturday though, you get the Elvis Andrus retirement bobblehead. I love it. Him standing here with his arms up flexing. First 15,000 fans, 18 and older, presented by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. They'll also have the happy hour, 449 beers until first pitch. So since it is an Elvis Andrus, it's a bobblehead. It's an Elvis Andrus bobblehead. You might want to get there early, especially since it's going to be a 3:05 start. Get in there and get that. It looks really cool. I might need that. I did notice that the bobbleheads are smaller this year. Anybody else notice that? Like they seem like I don't know, not a half size smaller, but like a third smaller, something like that. Then Sunday you got ice cream days, dollar ice cream. They also have a Terramana Sunday Fun Day pregame, $9.99, People's Margaritas in the Terramana Terrace. I always talk about that, like when it was an early game, like, oh man, they're selling booze before noon. Well, they finally enacted the law or whatever, and you can buy beer at 10 a.m. on Sundays now. Yeah, pretty good stuff. And then kids run the bases. Kids 14 and under are invited to run the bases post game on Sunday. Now, there are a couple theme nights going on this week. You have the Dude Perfect night Friday tomorrow night. Join the dudes of Globe Life Field. Join the dudes at Globe Life Field as we host Dude Perfect night at Globe Life. Theme night tickets purchased through this offer will come with a DP Rangers co-branded cap. Pound it noggin. See ya. Oh my God. I do like the colors. I'm not a fan of, I don't know if I like the hat. I like the colors though. It's like I don't know, teal. Yeah, white hat with the teal Texas logo on it. And then Elvis night is Saturday. That 3:05 game I was telling you about, because you're going to have the bobblehead. But then if you do the ticket, you buy your ticket through here, you'll get this. Elvis has left the building. Join us as we celebrate the amazing career of Elvis Andrus. Theme night. Tickets purchased through this will come with a custom Elvis #1 cap. So very cool stuff. The other night that would be coming up would be Monday. They're hosting the Orioles. It's sold out. You can't get it. It's the Dallas Stars night. So sucks. I hope you got your tickets. But, it was going to be a co-branded Stars Rangers City Connect hockey sweater. So you know it's going to be awesome. Yeah. I've been talking about these things, especially like jerseys like that. Um, Even the Jujutsu Kaisen. Wait, I'm not spelling it. Jujutsu Kaisen Night. That's a jersey. It got sold out. Barbie Night jersey. It got sold out. The Hello Kitty Night sold out. Now they do have there are gonna be some Funko nights coming up in July. There's a Dallas Mavericks City Connect, July 22nd or 21st, excuse me. That looks really cool. So get in there, go to the game, get yourself something cool. But yeah, so these theme nights, you got to have the extra ticket. Promotional nights, you don't have to. You just got to be like the first 10,000 or 5 to 15,000, whatever it says. But promotional nights, you got to have that ticket. Anyways, you know what? You guys and gals, appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X. Have a great Thursday, and let's go Rangers. Y'all have a good one.
Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers!
Thanks for listening to the Roundup.